Hey everybody, I'm back, and this time I wanted to show you my Ernie Banks collection. So Ernie Banks is a player that he's not one of my main PC guys, but as the years have gone by and I've continued to collect, I picked up his stuff, and I have accumulated quite a nice collection of Ernie Banks, and I always wanted to share that with you. He's a Hall of Famer, 11-time All-Star, 2-time MVP, and a member of the 500 Home Run Club. He's got 512. And I just wanted to recap my Ernie Banks Mr. Cub collection here for you this morning. So looking over here, starting with his 1954 Topps rookie and an excellent to mint 6. Then on to the 55. I really like the 55. In 55 they use the same headshot as the 56. I just like the 55 a little better, like the colors on it. Although the 56, there it is, an excellent mint 6 as well as a beautiful card. Both of those are really beautiful cards, but I think I like the 55 the best. And then on to the 57. And then the 58, this is Ernie Banks' first year that he was the MVP. And he had a Sport All-Star card for that year as well. And then on to the 59. The Cubs Clubbers with him in the middle there. And then that one's just an excellent 5. This is his second MVP year of 59. From 57 to 1960, Ernie Banks averaged 44 home runs a year. Had a really good 4-year span. A couple another 69 cards here, Baseball Thrills, and then his Sporting News All-Star card, which is a high number for that 59 set. And then coming on into the 60s, a very nice 1960. And then I like the 1960 All-Star cards as well. Sporting News, that's cool. The big 6-0 in the background. Then in new card scoops. And we're on to 61 here with a stamp. Coming down to a home run leaders card. It's got couple great Milwaukee Braves in there as well with Hank Aaron and Eddie Matthews. And his regular 61 card. This checklist card I bought because it shows a picture of Ernie Banks sliding in it. So I kind of consider it one of the cards for my collection, since it does have him on the checklist there. And then they did these MVP cards as well, dedicated to past MVP winners. So I got this one and a 7. And then this is a pretty tough card, this All-Star card. It's a high-numbered short print. They run at a premium. So I just got that in an excellent to mint 6. It's a pretty sharp. It's got really good eye appeal with those white borders and edges. And a very sharp 62. Then on to 63, this post serial. It's hand cut. And then another cool home run leaders card here with it's got 5 Hall of Famers on there with Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Orlando Cepeda, Frank Robinson. And in the left-hand corner you see Ernie Banks down there. Then on to his 1963 Topps. And one of my favorite cards as well, the 64 Topps stand-up Ernie Banks. This one is just an excellent 5, but it's got really good eye appeal. I think on the back there might be like a slight surface crease on the cardboard on the back side, and that's what's holding this back, because this has got the eye appeal of a much nicer gray than a 5. You know, it's one of those things that I just picked it up as a 5 and didn't expect much, but when it comes in, you're like, wow, that's a pretty nice looking card. So definitely very good pickup there. On to 1964 is just his regular card. And then on to 65. I think that is a high numbered short print as well. That's a tough one to get, the 65. And then here this 65 top embossed and a near mint 7. Those are tough to get in good grades. Then 66. On to the 67. That's a beautiful card too. And then the 68. And then there's a 69 Globe Imports, 7 of Hearts. Then the last leaders card for Ernie Banks, he shares it with Willie McCovey, and Richie Allen for home run leaders. He typically was in the home run leaders category. And then you can tell that 69 Topps, if you look at that and then look at the 68, it's essentially the same photo. They just kind of zeroed in a little bit, zoomed in a little bit on it, but still it's a cool card. It actually is a pretty neat picture of Ernie Banks. Had this card raw as a kid. I liked it. And then in 69 Topps did their stamps, and there's the Ernie Banks stamp. And then a really cool imagery of the 1970 Kellogg's Ernie Banks. And then Milton Bradley doing their game. Here's a Milton Bradley game piece. The 1970 Milton Bradley game pieces are probably the easiest to get in high grade because they came already pre-cut with those rounded edges that held up well. Then a 1970 Major League photo stamps. And another high number card from the 1970s. Ernie Banks there in a 7. Then the 71 Dell team stamps. And this is his last card you can get from a pack, the 71 Topps. It is an excellent mint 6 only. Pay a whole lot for it. But it does come, try to get that in a 7 or 8. It was really expensive. And then just lastly, a kind of oddball item, this Armor coins. Armor meat, so like a package of hot dogs and stuff, you probably would get this out of. Maybe bologna or some sort of lunch meat or something like that. I just got that on an Air Mint 7. So looking at the collection as a whole, I have pretty much anything Ernie Banks that you could get out of a pack. The only exceptions are the 55 Bowman, which is a short print. Still haven't got that. And in 63 also he did it was called Powers Plus card, like a two-person card with Hank Aaron. So those would be probably, if I picked up any more Banks, those would be the only two I'd get. But just wanted to show you as a whole my Ernie Banks collection. And if you guys have any ideals for any other collections you'd like to see, just let me know. I'll probably do a Frank Robinson, a Willie McCovey, and probably a Bob Gibson here sometime in the next couple weeks, and post that again for everyone to see. But once again, everybody, I appreciate your posts and comments, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.